Hi, everyone. We're Sean and Julie Chicory, and we're here with Dennis, the CEO of Battleborn Batteries, and Mark and Julie Bennett of RV Love, talking about off-grid living and the benefits of solar and lithium battery power. So Mark and Julie, can we start just by you telling us what your current power setup is?
Our current off-grid setup, we have a 40-foot motorhome, and it has large tanks. It has 100-gallon freshwater tanks, but our power system, we have 6 100 amp hour Battleborn batteries, and we also have 1,000 watts of solar, and we have a Victron 3,000 watt hybrid inverter and Victron solar charge controller and a color control. So we've got really good visibility into what our system's doing every day. So I love that color control, and that I can check it every morning and every evening, so I know where it's at.
Hey guys, thank you so much. And we are all doing our part here by social distancing and doing what we can for the community. In light of that, I wanted to talk to you about how, if at all, this has changed the way you're living.
Well, it has changed it a little bit, but as far as our day-to-day life, not so much, because we were already out boondocking in Arizona when everything started changing and the social distancing started becoming recommended, and we were already doing that. And it's just every day is normal. We're just out here enjoying our life as normal and have all the power we need.
Yeah, I think the things that have changed for us is that we were originally out here for a couple of weeks. We were in the Arizona desert, and we were going to go to a campground and meet up with some friends in Palm Springs. And we just said, yeah, that's not a good idea. So we canceled that and decided, let's just stay out here boondocking longer. We're safe. We're in a good place. We've got a great setup. We're comfortable, and we can ride this out as long as we need to, and just keep ourselves safe and keep everyone else safe. And so I think the only change we've really made is just cancel a social plan. And I think one of our other thoughts too is seeing that so many campgrounds are closing or not allowing new people in. It's also allowing us to keep that space open that we had reserved for someone else that may really need it, that doesn't have the off-grid capability that we have. So I think, we're just trying to think of everyone else as much as keeping ourselves safe in this. And
well, I know that you guys work a lot. Even though you're off grid, you're sort of the quintessential, we're on the job off grid. So I want to know, what are you guys doing for fun?
Well, we've reduced our work hours from 80 to 60.
Woo! I've been watching reruns of Sex and the City, my favorite TV series. We can go for walks. I mean, we're fortunate that, we've just got so much space. I mean, the nearest RV is a couple of 100 feet, so there's lots of space. We can go for walks. What's funny is we've been on the road now nearly 6 years, and I always wanted to get a hummingbird feeder and never got around to it until just fairly recently. And we've got one mounted on the side of the coach. So, I mean, we're looking at it right now, and it's amazing out here in the desert. These hummingbirds have found us. And those little things just bringing so much joy and distraction, where I just completely forget everything going on and just fascinated watching them. So that's been fun for me.
Been fun.
Yeah.
Mostly we just go for walks, and
we've been catching up with a lot of other friends and family around the world.
Right, doing a lot of Zoom and Skype calls with friends and family around the world.
Just checking in on everyone, and so that's been good. It's been a great way to connect with people more, just to reach out and say, how you doing and what's it like where you are.
Yeah, and it's nice to have that, the power setup that you have, so you can do Zoom calls and reach out to friends and, have the enough power to be able to do that. And the other thing I was going to say is, the great thing about the hummingbird feeder and the current power setup you have is that the hummingbirds aren't scared off by the generator.
That's true, Sean. That's true. They're not at all. And they're really determined little things. We did have a storm the other week, and the wind was blowing, it was swinging like this, and the rain and those determined little things, they came up and landed anyway. I'm like, man, he's just on for a ride. Yeah. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's good.
But yeah, you're right though. The generator spoils a bit of the tranquility of enjoying a bird feeder. So.
Yeah, it does.
Well, as some of us are hunkered down here on grid, what can you tell me, for you, what's the best part about being off grid?
I think for me, it's just that it just feels life as usual for us. You know, we just love this space, and we don't have any anxiety around us. And it's just, we just enjoy being out in nature, and it's just
open, and the freedom, I think.
Yeah.
The freedom of choice. I think we have greater choice available to us. So we could go and hunker down in an RV park, and that would be great too. I mean, I think they almost all have their amenities closed down except for laundry rooms. So you'd still have to be in your rig a lot, but this just gives us the freedom to have that other choice.
Yeah, well, and speaking of that, that's in our regular travels. You know, last year we did a lot more travel. We were in 33 states last year, and one of the things I loved about our off-grid system last year is that we didn't need to make as many reservations for campgrounds or plan our trip nearly as much, because we knew, oh, if there's nothing in that town, we'll just find a dirt area to park. You know, we didn't need to find hookups. We have friends that have RVs that have small water tanks or no real batteries or solar. And when they plan their trips, they have to every night be in a campground to recharge or to be able to run any of their systems. Whereas we can go weeks. I mean, I think the longest we've gone without plugging in has been 7 weeks.
When we did the RV renovation. But this is probably going to rival that, because we were already here for a couple of weeks when this all really started to unfold the way it did, and where we just said, okay, we're hunkering down for a month, and we'll be boondocking beyond that. I think by the time we leave here, it'll at least be 7 weeks.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance we'll continue boondocking for the month of May, somewhere else, maybe where it's not as hot. I think the heat's going to be what drives us out of here. As long as the temperature is comfortable, we'll stay here as long as we can.
If people want to follow you, I'm sure almost every RVer already does, but if anybody wants to follow you, how do they find you guys?
We're rvlove.com, and you'll find us on YouTube, social media. Pretty much if you just type RV Love, whatever, you'll find us. But rvlove.com is the link to everything else. But yeah, we'd love you guys to come and follow, ask questions if you have any questions about what we're doing. We're sharing a lot on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, just showing how we're dealing with daily life, boondocking and off the grid, and with our systems. And we're going to be sharing more of that. And this is a great experience for us to put our systems to the test to a whole other level, and to share what that looks like, and so hopefully that'll help educate and inspire some people to, you know, get an off-grid system like this as well.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This was great.